A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. Two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the third-ranked team, the South Florida Bulls. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get to this game going. The Rams will kick this away to get us going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. And they pick up the first on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He finds the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the ground, it's Henderson. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Tate. And the completion made. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
They try to run it with the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And they hand it off to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Tailback with another carry. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path to run and pound and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Going to try to use his legs here. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they grab the early lead.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado State 7, South Florida 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to pass. It's Tate. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Play action here on 1st down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the grab. It's Warren. Tackle made after a big gain.
Complete to the tight end. Gain of 20.
And the Rams line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14, South Florida 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Caught behind the line. It's Eccles. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Tate. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Colorado State. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Backed up with the one, he's going to throw it. Caught on the outside, it's Brown. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll try the option play here. Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense in taking advantage of what the defense gave them.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And there's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The Rams looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Bell. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Runs right over the defender. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Rams come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Bulls. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good and still trailed. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to get the second half going. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
Chris, I love this. People looking around. They're still trying to get into their seats from halftime. And here's the first play of the third quarter, and boom. We've already got points on the scoreboard with an electric kickoff return.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Colorado State 28, South Florida 14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The USF offense is back out there now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to throw. It's Tate. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll run the option. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's first and goal for the offense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
South Florida, 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USF.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he'll bring this out from just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Handing off on the draw play. Jukes to get free. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And this one is caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Rams lining up here on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And here's the handoff. Quick spin on the run. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work. Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parks. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Bulls will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. They'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado State 38, South Florida 21.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Grab behind the line. It's Swinton. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Looking to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Parks. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. This offense cannot be stopped. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. That's an important score. We've got one possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
The Colorado State offense is back out there now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Bringing pressure. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Ball handed to the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. There's contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that ball?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. The Bulls will crank up the tempo.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Play action here on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Winton. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes a quick grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field. It's Tate. It's a quick grab. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The Bulls begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. That's a crucial score for it. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. And it's complete with a shovel pass. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Ross. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
52, South Florida, 42.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, positive yards here. Fourth quarter trailing, really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to pass. It's Tate. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. So this game is not over yet. The score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive in the play call? They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.